something that is happening every single time. And if your business is not focusing on certain things, it's not really truly understanding this concept that when it comes to the customer experience, everything speaks, then you are missing out on a huge opportunity. So, when I first moved to the US, I remember at the time I wanted Coke. And so I told my host I wanted some Coke. And we went to Walmart and we walked in and he took me to the Coke aisle. And I was so overwhelmed, like so many different variations of Coke, Diet Coke, Dr. Pepper, whatever, like so many different variations. And I was overwhelmed, completely overwhelmed, because in Ghana, you want Coke, there's only one Coke. You only get one thing. That's it. So I was so overwhelmed. But then I did not understand why until years came to pass when I started to learn more about customer service and experience and the principles that comes with treating people right, caring about the people that you serve. And one incident where I remember vividly was I went into the bathrooms when I first arrived. So, I mean, fresh boy out of Ghana, and I am in America for the first time, and I go into the bathrooms and I'm seeing all these signs everywhere, like employees must wash their hands. So I'm confused. Like, wait, people are not washing their hands. Like, this is what I'm thinking, right? Wondering, like, why? And I was like, wait, like people don't. So I asked my host, the people I was staying with at the time, and I'm like, why is it that like there are signs all over, like when it like in the bathroom saying specifically, like, is there something like what's going on? And he's like, oh, yeah, that's just regulations. Like they have to do that. They have to do that, especially those who sell like food and beverage. And it was like, oh, okay, got it, got it, got it. But here's why everything speaks is so important and why I share that story. Even though sometimes the message you are putting out there is not for that particular customer or your kind of customer, it's still sending an impression. And that's something you should be mindful of and something you should be worried about as a business because everything you do is speaking to the senses of the customer. So picture this, you pulled up right as a customer, consider yourself as a consumer, take yourself out of the business for a second, and you pulled up to a parking space, right? And let's assume there are two instances here. One, we have to clearly define what we are talking about. So these businesses, there are two businesses here, they sell the same things. So business A sells the same thing that you are going in for, business B sells the same thing. Business A has the best of the best. It has the best product, like outright. Company B, not so much. But when you put up to company, and also remember, you have never interacted with this business before. It's your first time. Like you don't know anything. Like you just found out you needed their product or that product, and so you decide to go there. In company A or in scenario A, the parking space is trash. Like you pull in and it's like, oh no. I mean, can I trust these people? Like it's just not a clean parking space. Company uh scenario two, the parking space is clean, completely clean. I mean, I'm curious, which one are you more likely to want to do business with? Would it be scenario A or scenario B? I can bet it's most likely scenario B if you had a choice. But remember, in the second scenario, they don't have the best product or the best service. So the impressions you are sending to your customers could be killing your business because if the impression is not right from the jump, from the first initial interaction, it's not what the customer is expecting, you are losing business. And that's what it's about because sometimes what you are thinking or what you believe is the right thing to do is not necessarily the best for your business. And everything speaks. I mean, the bathroom, um, the parking space, like we've used right now as an example. All these things are powerful things that are sending impressions to your customer that you're not even aware of. I mean, first impression alone can override the quality of the service or product you are delivering. And so the question to ask yourself is, what impressions are you sending to your customers? That's what it's about. Because sometimes, just because of that first impression, just the smell when a customer walks in, or your parking space, or how things look, how things feel, how employees talk to the customer, or how employees talk to each other. I mean, all these things are impacting the decision making of your customers, and they are sending an impression whether you like it or yes. All these things are important. And so, with a wrong experience where you have not truly understood or put yourselves in the shoes of your customers to experience what they are experiencing, or try to experience what they are experiencing, you are missing out on a huge opportunity as an organization. And you have to understand and think about, okay, what impressions are we sending to our customers? Is it positive? Is it negative? And if it's negative, how do you know? Like, the only way you know is if you put yourselves in the shoes of your customers. And if it's negative, you have to eliminate them as soon as possible, because that could be sending such a huge impression. And not a so great product or service can win in the marketplace. And so you having the best product or best service, it's not just enough. It's not enough anymore. You have to do more. And the environment you provide to your customers is huge. How your employees talk to each other, what they are doing behind the scenes, how are they interacting with the customer, how do they handle issues when they come up. I mean, what signs do you have posted? What is the atmosphere like? Is it too loud? Is it not? What's the smell? I mean, there are so many instances that could be impacting the experience you are delivering right now. And as a business owner, a business leader, if you are not paying attention to that, it's going to really depreciate the experience you want to deliver, and also impact your profit, because everything speaks, and everything speaks in so many ways. I mean, it's how your people answer the phone, is how they see you up on social media, is how you send emails, it's how you communicate with them. I mean, it's huge. It's huge. And so, if you want to send a positive impression, you want to ensure that your team understand what it is, or if you want to deliver a great experience for your customers, I think you have to focus on identifying what those things are. So, what do the customers see? I mean, if you can just do this three tests, like, what are your customers seeing? Like, what do they see? Then what do they hear? What do they smell? What do they feel? That's it. Like, focus on these things. Like, what are they seeing? What do they hear? What do they smell? And what do they feel? If you can go through your organization, your company, and begin to figure out and audit how these things are impacting your business, I mean, you are sure on your way. And don't just end there. Don't just end there. Figure out where are the opportunities to improve, to elevate things, where to make things better for the customer, where to make things great that the customer wants to come back. That's what it's all about. You have to focus on treating and giving customers more than they expect, going beyond their expectations. Like I said, a great service, great experience. I mean, that's the bare minimum now. However, it's also not enough. It's way beyond that, and customers expect more. They expect way more. And so, if you can focus on auditing yourself, trying to see how you come off, trying to put yourselves in the shoes of the customer, and that is why, if you're not aware or familiar, most world class service companies have now started to audit themselves. A few years ago, um, the CEOs of Uber, Airbnb, Starbucks, they started working at the front lines because they wanted to see and feel and putting themselves in the shoes of their customers and their employees, so they can better improve the experience they are delivering. And so, if you are serious about delivering a great experience, a consistently great experience where you bring about predictability, where your customers know exactly what to expect, because you want to build trust and ultimately loyalty. You have to focus on understanding and putting yourselves in the shoes of your customer, thinking about what impressions you are sending and what are those impressions. Are they negative? Are they positive? Where are they? What are the opportunities to improve and make things better? And just start eliminating them or elevating them, improving them as much as possible. There are so many ways, so many instances. It could be silent, it could be bold, whatever. I mean, it's such a simple, low hanging fruit to elevate your experience instantly that will blow your customer's mind. Because here's a kicker: a lot of businesses are not doing this, and so if you can just do 1% of this, you are well on your way. And if you are looking for a way, a roadmap to do this, where you can predictably provide an experience that no one within your niche or your industry can provide or deliver because you have done the hard work, then just comment impression. And I would love to talk to you. I would love to see how I can support you in that. If you have any questions, let me know. But this is just a simple test. If there are no questions or if there's anything that you want me to help you with, just let me know. But if not, I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye bye.